Hi guys, I'm back with another video. This time I will be stamping my nails using a bundle monster plate. I think it's number 2. So here I have a little dish. I'm filling it with pure acetone, a rubber stamper, and I like to use a plastic card for my scraping. I tried the metal one and it just didn't work for me. But that's just what works for me, so whatever works for you is fine. So yeah, this is basically, how I do this. And before you start, just make sure that your stamper is clean. I use pure acetone. It works so much better to clean off, all your tools. And I'm using Sally Hansen, all the white stuff. I love that name, as my stamping color. Oh, I'm wearing MAC Scorcher. It's a really pretty coral color. I wanted to use the lips on this plate, but I thought it might look weird because, lips are supposed to be kind of red or pink or something, and I'm wearing coral. So I decided to go with this image right here. And I scrape with a card, and then da da da, and I roll it on. Maybe I should start doing music instead. And in between each stamping, I always clean the stamper, and then maybe every other time the plate, because the polish does get settled into the grooves. And there's two ways that I like to stamp, and my favorite way is I like to put the scraper upside down, and then I like to roll my finger over it. Here, I'll show you here in a second. I think this way it's so much easier because you can see what you're doing right here, like that, as opposed to the other way where you like kind of roll the stamper over your nail. You kind of go at it blind. But oh, and then maybe every 3 or 4, I like to clean the card as well. So otherwise, your plate gets a little streaky or it gets kind of like foggy. So here it is again. I just roll my finger over the stamp. And that is my favorite way. It has made me such a better stamper. So, and that was kind of crooked, huh? I always stamp my dominant hand first. Same goes for just applying nail polish. I'm not really sure why that is, but somehow I, have less smudges and stuff, accidents. So I'm doing my left hand with my dominant hand, and this is much easier. There's lots of cleaning, so I fast forward through that. And you can see that I'm scraping sideways, and it was making me miss getting polish onto the bottom of the design. So my left hand actually kind of looks worse than my right hand. So don't be like me and make sure that you either apply the polish onto the entire image or scrape in the direction where, where the other side of the image is, if that makes any sense. So, on this hand, I'm also applying it the other way, rolling the stamp onto my nail, so that way you can see both ways. I think this way is a little more difficult, especially on French tip images. It's hard to see where you're going at. It's always crooked for me, so I always do the other way. So when you're all done, make sure you clean your plate. because you don't want it dirty. And that's it. So all I need to do now is I like to put on a clear coat. I don't like to put on a fast drying top coat like Seche Vite because it just gives me shrinkage. And what that is the very tips of my nails, the polish will shrink upwards, like towards the cuticle, and you can see like the tips of your bare nails. So I like to use my favorite is this one right here, the Sally Hansen. I got this for half off at Rite Aid. I think I said protein top coat or nail strengthening treatment. And the reason why I like this is because it's not fast drying. It kind of dries slow. This is what I like to use for my Seche Vite sandwich, which is if say you're gonna put on like a really gritty glitter, you would top it with Seche Vite, wait for that to dry, and then put on a clear polish like this one. And while that's wet, you put on another coat of fast drying top coat, and so that way you don't get shrinkage on your glitters. So all that rambling aside, what I'm doing here is I just do 3 strokes, one down the center and one down each side. And I put a big glob on and I try not to touch the nail too firmly with the brush so that your image doesn't smear. So that's it. At this point, I'm done. You can also top this with a quick dry top coat if you wish, but I wouldn't recommend it because it doesn't need it. It's pretty shiny. And somehow I managed to talk for almost 7 minutes. Yay! Thanks for watching.